I start my day with water. That's a rule. Because when you have these gray areas, I promise where you just sometimes do it, it will never stick. So create rules for yourself and create rules that you can actually stick to. Welcome back to another episode of Thrive Mode Radio. I'm your host, Marcus MacKay. And in this episode, I'm going to share the exact ways so you can live a lean life. Not just once. I don't want you just to get in shape once, feel good, look good once. I want you to be able to sustain it for life. And so, first of all, I just want to thank you for listening. I know your attention can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, so I appreciate that. The way this message grows, the way we improve is by sharing it. So if you know someone that could really value from the information today, please share it. You can screenshot it, share it on your Instagram. It means the world to me. So let's talk about the challenge. So everybody's experienced this, even me, is this idea of yo-yo, right? Where you get in shape, you're really hot, you pursue, you get the result, and then you go back to your old ways. And then not only do you go and put the weight back on, but you actually put on more weight. The reason for this is because you lose so much weight so quickly in the beginning that you actually lose lean muscle mass. When you lose lean muscle mass, your metabolism drops. So when you go back to eating like you normally would, you actually put on more fat. So 6 of 7 people are successful in their weight loss journey, but 85% of them put it back on. And that's a real challenge. Like obesity is an epidemic. 70% of Americans by 2030 are going to be obese. You know what kind of strain that's going to put on families, right? Losing people because of lifestyle choices. You know what kind of strain that's going to put on the medical system? So for people like me who really want to help, I think this episode is going to be really powerful. So why is being lean important? Let's define what lean is. So lean for most men is sub 15% body fat, and for women around 18 and down. And why is it important to be lean and healthy? Well, visceral fat is dangerous. So when it comes to fat, yeah, there's fat underneath the skin. It's called subcutaneous. But then there's also visceral fat. That surrounds your organs, your intestines, your liver. That's the dangerous shit. That's the shit that's going to lead to disease, right? Not to say that subcutaneous isn't also, it's not good. But the point is it's not just normal. Yeah, you look around and like, I hate to say it, but you look at the average North American these days and it's like, it's kind of sad, right? What's happened? Well, the food market has a huge impact on the economy. So fast food, hyperpalatable foods are constantly marketed to us. Our brain from prehistoric times is saying, hey, yeah, you got to go eat this stuff. So the truth is if we don't change our lifestyle and our standards and the people we want to become, we're going down a bad rabbit hole. Okay. So when it comes to living a lean and healthy life, the most important thing is getting clear on who you want to become. Identity habits are the most important thing and most fundamental thing for life transformation. So picture who you want to be. Is it a role model for your kids? Is it an athlete? Like, what is it? Is it a monk? Is it a leader? And based on that answer, based on that vision for yourself, what are the habits and behavior of that person? Okay, does an athlete eat this? Does a lean person eat this? No. Do they exercise daily? Yes. So having that clear identity where you actually embody it is going to be foundational. But the second thing is, I'll just go through the list of things that I think are super important, is environment. This is your kitchen. This is the people you surround yourself with. This is everything that makes up who you are, right? In your environmental space. Okay. So if your kitchen has things that are going to set you off track, that are super hyper palatable, you want to make this journey easy on you. So if it's really easy to go to the freezer and get ice cream because it's bought and it's in the freezer, you're going to eat it. But if the ice cream is at the grocery store still, because we buy our willpower at the store, it's going to be a lot harder. So set up your environment for success. Please do this now. Go do a kitchen audit, and all the things that aren't in line with your health goals, whether it's, crackers and all the bullshit that you snack on that all of a sudden you've eaten a whole box and you didn't even realize. Get that shit out. Okay. And then environment. Who can you start surrounding yourself with that has the habits you want? Maybe you have an inspirational friend. Maybe it's a coach, a mentor, whatever it is. Having those people around you is going to be really important. So environment, preparation. Okay. When it comes to preparation, you got to be able to prepare your food. Cooking is a skill. People who can cook live longer. People who can cook live better, right? So when you cook and you develop these skills, you can take care of yourself and you actually look forward to doing it. So if you don't have, you get home from a busy day at work, whatever, you had a long day and you open the fridge, there's nothing to eat. What are you going to do? You're going to order. What are you going to order? Something that's irresistible, because Uber Eats is obviously going to, like, these big companies are going to potentially pay Uber more money so they can be on the front page. It's going to be pizza. It's going to be sushi. It's going to be all these super high carb stuff. Okay. So preparation, if you can't cook your own meals, get someone else to meal prep. So when my life gets busy, I outsource it because I want to be prepared. The last thing I want to do is have a full day like we talked about, and I want to feel good, right? When I eat good food, I think better. When I eat good food, I feel better. When I eat shit food, I feel like shit. So being able to prepare good food and then also prepare your days so that your wellness is at the forefront. So preparing might you script your days. And so your training session and your self-care become a top priority instead of work. Schedule you first, because if you want to perform in work, if you want to perform for your family, like show up as an energetic role model, you're going to have to take care of yourself. How can you take care of other people or businesses if you can't even take care of yourself? The third thing is water. Okay. If you want to stay lean and healthy, water is your most foundational nutritional habit. Oh, Marcus, I can't drink water. Yeah, you can. People are like, I can't drink water. I was like, okay, how many beers did you have on the weekend? Oh, probably like 5 per night. Yeah. Do you know how many liters are in 5 beers per night? You almost hit your water goal in beer. So when it comes to water, yeah, you could. If someone held a gun to your head, you could drink the water. But if you need to make it more, satisfying, maybe get some bubblies, maybe get some Perrier, whatever it is, add some lemon, spice it up. But the truth is, if you want your body to function well and you want to age well and you want to feel energetic and not have cravings all the time, water is going to be super important. I want you to create rules, right? When there's gray area, I'll give you an example. I don't drink alcohol. That's a rule. So if my friend hands me a shot at the bar or whatever like that, it's a rule. I just don't drink it. If I maybe sometimes drink it, I'm going to take it under peer pressure. If I eat dairy, like dairy, I hate dairy. I love dairy, but it hates me. Like one of my rules is not to eat dairy, right? Not to eat gluten and all those stuffs, those types of wheat proteins really don't work well for me. And so when I don't eat them, when I say these are rules that I don't eat them, it's a lot easier for me to stay with it. You follow? Right? So creating rules like I don't eat after 8 p.m. I start my day with water. That's a rule. Because when you have these gray areas, I promise where you just sometimes do it, it will never stick. So create rules for yourself and create rules that you can actually stick to. Like I only drink alcohol on Saturday night. And when I drink alcohol, I have 4 drinks so I don't do liver damage. So I can wake up the next morning and get a walk in, enjoy my Sunday so I'm not fucking hungover. Part of my language. But create rules surrounding this person that you want to become. Last thing is I want to talk about the long game, right? You got to play your game, but you also got to play the long game, right? What works for you, but also what's going to work for you for a lifetime. I don't know about you, but I want to make it to 100. My grandmother turns 99 in April. I've got health and genetics on my side. Why not 120? But that has everything to do with me setting myself up for sustainable habits, this sustainable identity that's inspiring, and making sure I stick to it. And when I say stick to it, is I have accountability in my life. I'm accountable to coaches. I'm accountable to my business, to the people that I work with. So having accountability and playing the long game is going to be super important. I hope this episode was helpful. Again, I want you, this is my work. This is my life's craft, is to help people be healthy, look good, feel good, and play good for the long term. Right? Life's meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be fulfilling in a body. We actually, look in the mirror and we're like, fuck yeah. I love the way I look. I love the way I feel. And I want that for you. Hope you have an awesome day. And thanks for tuning in.